The next one on my nifty little list is Daggerfall Overlook. I have seen this one before, and it is beautiful and fun. And is it fun? I'm not sure, but actually, it is really fun. However, um, I mean, you'll see. You'll see. Um, those of you who know the house, you might rejoice now. It's titled Bree, the oldest town in Middle Earth, and now everybody knows it's by Dadpin, of course. Yeah, you know, and girls, this is why housing is the real end game. It is really expensive, and a lot of people have noted rightly that with the economy taking a little dip, and I'm saying a little dip in um, quotation marks here, um, it it is actually a big hit for a lot of housing enthusiasts, whether they are beginners or more experienced or very, very accomplished designers. It A lot of the designs are really expensive, like really, really expensive. Like when I ask some of the designers in Spotlights, by the way, um, I asked them how much they roughly would amount their design. Some couldn't say. Some said, well, my design is kind of frugal. I'm not using a whole lot of very expensive furnishings. But then some say, yeah, between 20 mil and 60 mil, that is the rough ballpark for some builds. And that can be just one, right? And with guild halls and other builds that have a lot of utility in them, like this one with the master crafting stations and such, that is also really expensive in the sense that you can use, of course, crowns, but you have to have a lot of writs, you know, to ensure that you can feed all the um, all of the wonderful stations into the master crafting station and the plants into that too. So it takes a lot of time and effort. And if you wanted to add other utility to a guild hall, maybe this might have been a guild hall, but then Munderstones, for instance, those are super expensive. And yeah, housing Ghost is most certainly the real end game, and it's why um, there's also a need to find ways in which you can finance this. And for a lot of people, it's with the current economy, really, it has become really difficult to do that. Because if you're a creative person, right, if you're really more into designing and doing creative stuff, you can't be bothered to have to dive into the trading part of the game and go into finding out what you can sell for how much and all that. So it's yeah, it's quite something. Oh dear, I'm so sorry. So hello there, Moss 2011. Welcome, welcome. And I understand, yeah, housing is depleting a lot of people's gold. So yeah, find ways in which you can still enjoy housing. Maybe look at home goods vendors more and find out what you can do with them. You're most welcome. Um, yeah, so also there are a couple of trading communities that focus solely on the trading aspect of ESO that can maybe help a little bit with at least some part of the financing part of housing. Because even if you, for instance, build to win contests, those are really tight. Like housing contests are often really, really tight. And you don't really enter for the gold because that is really not um, what the contests are about. So, yeah, it's quite difficult to decide what to do and yeah, how to go about your designs. Maybe it's also a challenge to maybe look at more, um, so to speak, mundane furnishings and challenge yourself to shining them up. And this gives me a good opportunity to let you all know about a wonderful contest that will be going on with the Real Endgame, with the Real Endgame community, um, that is challenging all of you to only use home goods furnishings, almost only. And it's, I think, something different because it can be less expensive. And at the same time, you can design also something really special just using home goods. Can be also helpful for those of you who struggle with yeah, not having a whole lot of gold to create and to design and to show off your creative geniuses in all your beautiful abodes. Hmm. I was telling you that the next one on my nifty little list is, of course, Dadpin's wonderful Daggerfall Overlook, which is Bree. The description I shall read to you in a moment as well. You end up breaking the rule. Uh-oh. No breaking the rules, you know. I mean, in that particular contest, it is very strict. It will be noted, you know. Same thing with other, I might want to, remind all of you to be fair and don't fiddle about when the deadline has hit. You had a lot of fun, Shamina. I'm so glad you did. I was really excited and happy to see that so many of you have really jumped headfirst into that contest because it's apparently something that all of you were looking for. Or many of you were looking for. Also, gentle reminder, there are a couple of things going on in certain housing communities. There is a little raffle going on currently in the real end game until the end of this month. Make sure to buy your tickets to enter. Hop into the spirit of spring with our excellent raffle, everybody. Don't forget, there will be 6 winners, and there's a little bit of something there for you to look forward to it. So make sure you send Kitsune Dark all the gold um, to participate. Also, a gentle reminder, there is a collaboration sensation housing contest still going on for April. We do have a deadline coming close. This is April 28th. You have to have a partner. This building challenge, this wonderful contest asks you to find a partner to build a zoo themed collaborative design. And there are also a couple of prizes waiting for you. Beautiful prizes, I will say. So wonderful, glorious ideas here for all of you maybe to see, to look forward to. There's also a May screenshot competition coming up, also on the Real End game. And then, of course, in June, Home Goods. Oh, thank you so much. Do appreciate you. When is what? The contest judging? Thank you so much, Desolit. I do appreciate that very much. Um, when is that contest judging? Which contest judging? Zoo? I shall tell you. So we will be judging from April 29th to May 15th. April 29th, May 15th. Ah, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Also, there is a roadmap available on the Real End game if you want to plan to participate in all the contests. You are most welcome to, and I shall drop the Real End game here for all of you, just in case. And of course, I shall not forget to mention the wonderful housing community, another housing community, everybody. Um, the House Folio, of course, has ongoing themed showcases. For March, it was ruins. For April, it is films and TV. So Hayden has put in a little call for you. We are looking for houses inspired by a film or TV series, and it should be the main focus of the build. Please include the separate line with the name of the film or TV series. This is obligatory this time, and optionally a reference, Wikipedia, for instance. Mm, But your post must include one screenshot or of your house, just one will do. There's of course no deadline. Huh? What's wrong, Shamina? How can I help you? Does well, that is a very good question. Also, thank you so much for the little follow there, Michael Net. So I can't really tell you that. Um, Film or TV? I mean, technically, it's a play. You know, it's a show. So, but at the same time, Shimina, how about you message Hayden and ask Hayden about it? She'll tell you. And if it's based on a book, then please add it to the Books Fairy Tales showcase of July 2024. Hayden has linked to it. And please note, all the themed showcases do not have a deadline, so you can always add more there. It doesn't, the only caveat with that is that those who stream it, so there's a lovely, wonderful team of creators and streamers who cover those wonderful themed showcases. I'm very honored to be one of them. I do not always get to all the themed showcases. Sometimes I'm too busy. But I do look at them all and I do peruse through them from time to time. So it's quite interesting. So, Shimina, do ask Hayden, please. Um, she'll most certainly tell you. There are a couple of lovely, wonderful builds in there already. Oh my. Oh my. Yes, please ask her. Is really fantastic idea. Why not add? Isn't such a lovely, wonderful play too. Hmm. Maybe if strictly speaking, is a book, but then again, we do see. I have seen here. Okay, Matrix, Doctor Who, Star Trek, and The Matrix, of course, which is you all know our lovely Dadpin. And then there's also a Lord of the Rings movie build. But Lord of the Rings technically is also a book, so maybe there is some leniency there. Oh, Lil. I'm seeing one of yours there. I'm seeing lovely, wonderful abodes there. Oh, and another Lord of the Rings. So maybe there is some lenience there for you. So again, also a reminder here for you there. Ghost, well, you might have to ask that pin how to how to create that. It's a lot of pieces though. I can tell you that. It's huge. It's a huge build. Amazing build too, and absolutely transformed and glorious. Oh, and also thank you so much for following that, Desolate. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Ah, okay, so House Folio and the real end game I have noted to you now. Also, should note that there is a huge competition coming up with Theories Art celebrating the 8th anniversary. So, if you are on PCEU or PCNA and you have something Middle Ages fantasy related, then your build might qualify. So message Futako, um, and you'll probably get some details. I think all the information is up on both, or I'm not sure if on House Folio, but for sure on the Re-End game. I think we do have the information up there. So you can all see there's a lot of ongoing contests and competitions. Um, and you all can find something that you might enjoy and find interesting. On the house, on the re-end game, we do have a little section that says partner events. There you can find all the wonderful, glorious contests that are still ongoing. I hope all of you have entered into the campsites St. Patrick's Day tavern housing competition. Deadline is April 18th. April 18th, don't forget. And yeah, so much, much, much going on, everyone. Pick and choose. Get excited about housing. I hope all of you have also celebrated with lovely Divine Design Alliance. Their 8th anniversary just happened, and there was a wonderful, beautiful contest happening. Right. So once more, I shall give you Dadpin's wonderful description of Bree in the wonderful Daggerfall Overlook. Bree, based on the famous J.R. Tolkien world of Middle-earth. Bree was the chief village of Breeland, a small inhabited region about 40 miles east of the Shire. based on the stories of men. Bree was founded on the elder days, a time that predated the Numenorans. Nowadays, men and hobbits lived together in relative harmony in Bree and regarded each other as necessary parts of the village. The most notable location in Bree is the inn, the Prancing Pony, where Frodo was to meet Gandalf the Grey. Travel through the streets of this old Middle-earth town to the Prancing Pony to see if Gandalf made it on time. And this is very rare because most designers will tell me or will hope for good weather, but here Dadpin wants rainy weather, which of course is very fitting with the story. I hope all of you have read the books. If you've not read the books, I hope you've at least seen the movies. I would highly encourage you to read the books, though. They're really wonderful. I do love this particular place so, so much. And I shall take us there. Ah, thank you so much, Dadpin. Thank you so, so much. Look at this, Shimina. So you can post. You can most certainly post it. Oh, look, everyone. Look, 'tis currently not raining, but as always, Dadpin, I shall make sure to talk the weather into submission. Yeah, this makes sense. This makes complete sense, of course. If only book and there has not been a movie or series or anything like that, I shall hope for more drizzles. Come on, clouds. Close over for us now. Cover up this magnificent, beautiful place and start drizzling a little bit. Are you excited? Are you very excited for weather control? Praying to the rain gods. Maybe a dance. You know, there's a dance coming up. Is there not? Because I think there is traditionally around here. People do have a thing dancing into May. So the night into the 1st of May is usually people actually do dance into it. Lots of festivities. Oh, you know, darling, I do have a cup of Yorkshire here. Wouldn't you know? Oh, cookies. Cookies. I, I haven't bought any, but I have seen the Hobbits back in store, so I shall go grab those at some point and dunk them into my Yorkshire. Oh, you very much look forward to it. I think that a lot of people are looking so much forward to. Oop, this is a bit faster. Go slow. Look, everyone, look. So I'm sure all of you remember All of you remember very well. Oh, the scenery is so glorious. I really appreciate those lamps. Hmm. Oh, you based your build on a song, Shemina? Hmm. Oh, this is wonderful. Oh, Shemina, this reminds me. I wanted to ask you, or maybe you already know, but have you read the little? I still struggle whether it is a book or just a short story, because Honoré de Balzac has written this wonderful Le Chef d'œuvre inconnu. It's about art, and that is it does of course um, it is located and set in Paris. Yes, the unknown masterpiece. That one, you know it very good, because there's a connection to Picasso and to architecture because the house. Um, there's two houses in the book, um, and one of the houses was the one house where Picasso painted Guernica, and he also illustrated that particular short story. I don't know if you know this, but I wanted to note it to you a while ago. Mm. It's quite interesting because they talk about the what the purpose of art is, like what what is the yeah, what is the overarching purpose of art? What are you supposed to do as an artist? And it's quite lovely how they took off lines, lights, shadows, and of course can touch upon the architecture in um, the Montmartre because that is where it's located in the book. It's quite interesting. Maybe you don't know it, or maybe you are familiar with it. It's quite interesting. Mm. Oh my, so really, Dadpin, are you okay? You've been wondering, uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I think it will be obtainable through the year Ghost. We will see. I hope I think a lot of people are super excited about it because I know that a lot of people are really weary of certain houses having glare when certain weather happens. And I know that a couple of people are looking forward to setting houses to very dramatic, glowy, beautiful sun. So I think there's there's a lot there for all of you to look forward to. Who's after you? I'm trying to make it rain. I'm trying to talk the weather into submissions. Oh, and you're handing out cookies. This is very sweet. Also, thank you so much for following Life Anecdote. It's a wonderful, lovely name, too. Cookie Monster's after you. Well, then we shall just eat all the cookies and then no Cookie Monster has to run after us. After all, no? Has been a long time, Shimina. Yeah, like, I recently returned to that book and then marveled about that particular. There's one little, not really one little part, but one moment, one conversation, really, a monologue, where um, one of the persons in the story basically asks the question, what is the purpose of art. And there's a lot of artistry in architecture too, particularly in wonderful cities in Europe, and Paris is definitely one of them. It's quite interesting, and I really love that you based, Shamina, your build on a song, and then you did a lot of research. I'm now very curious. Please do enter that into the showcase. Please, please. Pretty please. Yes, Dadpin is the easiest way to deal with the Cookie Monster, just eating all the cookies. Have you guys seen Jakan? He's maneuvering around there. Clouds. Come on, clouds. You can say that about him. I really appreciate it. When I was the first time here, I was like, oh look, we can climb along. This is so sneaky. And of course, the hobbitses, they were sneaky here too. Sneaky little hobbitses. There are stars shining right above us. Just a few clouds. Come on, rain. That is a line. Yeah, it is a line from a song. Stars shining right above you. It is Dream a Little Dream. Yes. I'm sure you know the wonderful singer. There's only one who sang it wonderfully. Too many songs in your head. Oh. Yeah, I do love that song. It's really sweet. There's still stars shining right above us. Jacan sneakily maneuvering about here, everyone. I really love all the wonderful sweets here. Hello. I can go ahead and boop some snoots while I'm here, waiting for the rain to start. Hello, you. Would you like some scritches under your chinny chin chin? Oh, yes. Enjoy some food. Oop. Oh, they're so cute. They are so cute. Oh, goats are the funniest little beings. They just can climb everything. Yes. They can climb everything. Oh, and look, everybody, how dramatic. And if you remember the scene from the films, um, it is the architecture, the structure pieces here, and the architectural layout that you've decided for this is very close. And you're trying really, really elegantly to design this feel here as magnificent, ominous, brooding, and the foreboding, of course, that was lingering already in Bree when the hobbitses arrived here. Do you all remember when they arrived here? Oopsie. Passed through the gate. Oh, so happy hopping little sheep. Hello. Boop. Yes, you're so cute. Oh. Hmm. Is that you know s- little? I don't know. I do like goats a lot because they're so funny. They do, like I said, they do climb things, like a lot of things. And you find them in very odd spaces or places if they find ways to climb things. And when they're particularly small, they are more mischievous, it seems, and they want to climb to all sorts of wonderful places. And then they're stood there looking at you funny. And it seems to me sometimes that they have, like, I don't know, nature gave them springs instead of legs. They can just casually jump gaps between glorious rocks. There's a little bit of lightning, Dadpin. Look at this. Slowly, slowly, the weather is complying. Sky is becoming brooding. Brooding and dark and foreboding. There we go, everyone. Rain. It is drizzling. It is drizzling indeed. Yeah, it is. You know, I do love that atmosphere too because it was pouring. It was pouring when they arrived. And then they maneuvered through the streets here. And can you see just how much Dadpin added here with all the wonderful hedges? Yes, I know. Cock-a-doodle-oo. But you're a little hen. Hello. Oop. I'm the new weather control. No, I just took it into submission. I can't control weather. I just took it into submission, you know? This is different. I really appreciate the wonderful Fargrave here that we see fluttering about. It is very atmospheric, scenic, and I really appreciate the doors and shuttered windows and the vines and the overall dismal, gloomy, foreboding feel that you've captured here. A little bit of light. Mm. Oh, and you hear the little thunder rolling in, and you can just see the hobbitses maneuvering through the town of Bree, looking here and looking there, scared, not knowing where to go. Maybe here? Oh no! Oh dear, no! This doesn't look good. Yes, I hope so too. Do you think they made it to the inn? This one apparently hasn't. Oh my. Yes, I know, poor guy. So it seems they have met a little obstacle with fire. Oh, ah, the well. They, yes. Hmm. Maybe they were promised something powerful. It's so glorious. I really appreciate this. I love that you also layered onto the existing abode and utilized the gorgeous, gorgeous mm, architecture that the Daggerfall already gives you. It's very smart. Really love those wonderful vines here. Dramatic lighting. Oh, little cage here, everyone. Mm. Yeah, it is. I think that at times, oh, and look, mist maneuvering through the streets, the roads, something lurking, something dark waiting. Hmm. Hmm. I do love that you have all these little. Yes. Ring rays. They feel the ring. They do. Laundry has gotten a little bit wet again because it's still drizzling. Look who's here. Look here. Who do we have here? Maneuvering about. Sneaky. Uh-oh. I shall be very careful. Don't worry. Don't worry. Look, everyone. Yeah, I think that Breton style houses, certain houses really work perfect and glorious for specific builds. I love that you've put Bree here. And the town has this, I don't know, it is some romanticized middle age style house, well, not house, village, um, that you can picture be bustling and glorious and all of the garlands here too. Everyone, I hope you can see. Howdy there, Red Fox. I hope you have a lovely time. You should. You know that there's a lot of Middle Ages fantasy, and I mean technically that is not so for it's not really what Tolkien has based it on, but I think it does have a little bit of vibes, Middle Ages vibes for sure. Hmm. Middle Ages fantasy, and it most certainly is fantasy. Look, everyone, look. We can follow the hobbitses along here. You might do another if you get the time. Oh, wow. And look at the drama here, everyone. The dramatic scenery. Whenever the lightning hits, it just lights up the place just slightly. And that, of course, adds to this broody moodiness of the place. That is just so special, so glorious. I really love that. All the chimneys are ablaze. People are home, have retreated, have made themselves a cozy, wonderful dinner perchance. We are visiting a legendary Dadpin house indeed, Red Fox. This is Bree. We are in Bree, everyone. We are maybe following the little hobbitses along the path. They've been wondering, a little bit scared and afraid because they've just met a ring wraith. Do you remember? Where they all hid. They hid away, and Frodo almost touches the ring because it calls. It calls so strongly. And then they ran quickly. And of course, Gandalf told Frodo to come to the prancing pony in Bree. Lovely vine work here, beautiful. And I will say, I do appreciate seeing Awesomer here. It is, maybe we should challenge you all to utilize only base game furnishings at some point, so you all can shine them up and show us how beautiful they all are. Please, Orcish! Please, Awesomer! Ree would love that. Hmm. You must, Red Fox. You must bring all your friends and all the special persons. Show them around. I love the blocks. I really do. You know, they seem so rough, but they have lovely, wonderful characteristics, and I really appreciate what you've done here. So that little Ree can have a look around, follow the Hobbitses through the dismal, drizzling rain into, hopefully, into the Prancing Pony. Wonderful flower choices here too. It's so elegant and so lovely, and such wonderful layering onto the wonderful Daggerfall. It does marry perfectly with this. You know, I actually would say no. Oh, there's a thief here again. I just looked down and saw a certain someone maneuvering around. It's also not the easiest thing to do the pathing. I'm sure all of you might have fiddled about with that too. They're sneaky here. Very, very sneaky. Oh, this is very sweet, Red Fox. Well, in who's sneaky? Well, if we ask Smeagol, if we ask Smeagol, it's the Hobbitses who are sneaky. Oh, this is very sweet. Yes, you must bring him then here, Red Fox. Make sure it's raining. And if it's not raining, you just have to do a little rain dance or talk the weather into submission. Um, as you have learned here. Oh, how lovely. Look, everyone, look. Oh, I really appreciate those wonderful, glorious lamps. Can you see everyone? The whole scenery here. The lighting, the facades. It so encapsulates this ominousness. And of course, the Shipwreck Regret lanterns, they do help so much. I love them so much. They have such gorgeous, gorgeous lighting. Oh, how amazing. And there's a little friend down there too. Hmm, beautiful. And so much fun. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh dear, someone went to sleep and forgot to wake up. Oh, you're most welcome. You're most welcome, Dadpin. Always, always. You know, it's my pleasure really to come here and visit and see all the wonderfulness. Oh, but someone there, you know, they have fallen asleep and then forgotten to wake up. Oh, I'm so sorry. Beautiful, so dramatic, so gorgeous. Do you see Jakan there? What's he up to? It's a beautiful vine work here. Really appreciate that layering onto this magnificent, beautiful scenery. Nasty place, back streets. Well, but this is, this is the other side of the Middle Ages. A lot of people find it romantic, but there have been the Middle Ages were not the kindest of times to the majority of people. I do think that is very apt. Hmm. And and in Bree, there's all sorts of people. Yeah, and Magna Carta, right? Dadpin? That was written to protect the most wealthiest of them all. I do love that piece above the door. I really appreciate how you decided to utilize the furnishings here. It's fantastic. It's amazing even. There's another little part here where you can also go up again. Wonderful vines here. Look, little seeds. Where you can sit and even in the rain. There is a gatekeeper in Bree who asks, who's there to ensure the safety of the village and wants to know what's your business in Bree. Do you remember? Then he opened the door finally. That when Frodo said, "Our business is our own. We are just to meet someone in the prancing pony." He said so feebly. And then he said, all right. It's my job to ask." After certain hours, look, the rain is just so magnificent here, and the lightning here just really adds to the moodiness of the scene. There, can you see the little horses? Oh, can't be too careful, indeed. That's what he said too. So magnificent. Look, everyone, look. Do love what you've done with the windows here. Elegant construction, wonderful shutters. I so get that. The stables helped with slots, I'm sure. Mm. Yeah. This is, I understand. And it's, I did say earlier that using what the house gives you, and in this particular case, the Brie, no, the Breton, see the Brie architecture that the house already has works perfect. Mm. Beautiful. And it's also very homogeneous in the way in which you transition here. I'm sure all of you are familiar. All of you would know that this is really not what the Daggerfall looks like. Somewhat, but not quite. Gorgeous, gorgeous vine work. Can you see the little black cat there? She's maneuvering about, evading my little finger because I want to boop her snoot. Yeah. I when I was here the first time, I saw her through the window too. I was like, oh look, who do we have here? I know I am. You know, yesterday I went on a wonderful hike and I met two puppies really cute puppies, and I was allowed to boop their snoots and give them scritches, and they were very happy dogs. They were very happy little puppies. They were the cutest ones. Such lovely, cute eyes. What is a Scooby snack? I kind of do, yeah. Red Fox. I kind of do. Oh. What is it, that pin? What's wrong? So sweet. I need to watch more cartoons. All right. You probably have to make me a list. I don't know Scooby Doo. I've not watched it. I'm really sorry. I really appreciate this so much. This is, also what I love about this build too. It's not just that it is Bree, but we also get to celebrate parts of the Daggerfall. And I know a lot of people have made the Daggerfall shine, and then a lot of people have just decided, okay, I'm using this um, abode, but I'm going to make everything Breton disappear. And I thought that's kind of a shame because it has a charm. You just have to tease it out, right? But here, this idea Dadpin had, marrying it to Bree, I think is such a lovely, wonderful way, and this is such an homage to Tolkien, to um, the Lord of the Rings. Hmm, so beautiful, so glorious, so wonderful. No, I've not heard of a Mystery Machine 2. I'm really sorry. Ah, okay. They are kids investigating. Okay. Aha. Scooby is a dog. Okay. Scooby Doo is a dog. Okay. This is must be difficult to call him. You did really magnificent. But I mean, I have seen I've seen a couple of your Lord of the Rings, and they are all magnificent. I really appreciate it. Also, Minas Tirith. Also, that you could go wee from up high there. It's magnificent. Also, a very good use for Cold Harbour's real estate, everybody, if you've not seen it. Um, yeah, and um, I really appreciate when you guys decide to do whatever you want with a particular abode. As much as I do, I also love when you celebrate it, when you make it shine, when you elevate it and shine it up, polish it, so to speak. Tis true. I'm sure that Red Fox and others who have been to those lovely abodes will agree. Hmm. Oh, it's so lovely here. And adding these little wonderful sneaky little planks around, you can see the little black cat over there maneuvering about, and so Khan and others finding their path, maybe looking into windows, trying to find where the hobbitses are. See, see, Red Fox is echoing this and adding more to it, rightfully so. And also, Ghost, Dadpin is the one who created the Daleks in that magnificent Matrix Star Trek Doctor Who build. I had the best I had the best time there. It was so much fun. I loved looking for the screwdriver. Um, and I took people there, and a couple of them died, unfortunately. Dadpin. I wasn't fast enough shielding them, you know. That was my mistake, of course. Oopsie, I know. To be fair, there's a laser pointed at them, so I mean they don't know it, but still. Exterminate. See, that one I know. Also, oh, did you know? Have you seen? There are a couple of people who design Doctor Who builds, or who have designed Doctor Who builds. I have been to that wonderful TARDIS build that had a little snafu, and there were a couple of angels there. And I'm sure those of you who know, yes, exterminate. Um, those angels I find a little bit more scary, though. I will say that. Hmm, so magnificent. So glorious. I really appreciate so the entire layout and construction here. The design, so pathing with Jacan. Howdy Dabu. How you doing? See? He's spying on people. Shall I just, you know? But, or maybe he's not spying. You do know that there's someone in the Prancing Pony, perchance, that might help the Hobbitses. Do you guys think that Gandalf made it on time? Oh, I really appreciate this particular piece above the door. So very smooth closing up the door. And welcome and hello to you, Zyron the gamer, or Ziron the gamer. I'm terribly sorry if I'm butchering your name. You must tell me how to pronounce it so I can do better next time. I did not watch the ESO Direct. I was at that time helping a healer get the Mendes Ward in the wonderful Black Rose prison. however I like. So, Zyron, the gamer, all right. mm, is and Red Fox, you could technically do an entire evening or two or three or even more just visiting Dadpin builds, and you would not tire. You would always find something magnificent and wonderful and stare and wonder how long Dadpin, and just how much how much time did you spend? Did you spend time um, farming? How much time did you spend on concept? And how fiddly was it? What was the most difficult part? Did you have words at times? Or how much cookies did you eat? Also, what kind of offerings do you bring and to which deities? Maybe there is some pages left in the book too. You're in league with yourself. I've not said devils. Also, I always have to giggle when people are saying devils because then I think, all right. I hear a specific interpretation of a certain word there that always makes me giggle. Hmm. You almost never did Rivendell or Minas. Hmm. Too many slots. Hmm. Sometimes I also really love that you said that, Dapin, because this can be a lesson to all of you to never let go because there might be a way. And maybe sometimes it helps if you bring in friends who can give you their perspective, or maybe they have a very good idea that you can think on and then decide what to do and whether that will help with your problem. So always think of the community as a place that truly wants to help you shine, soar, and design just what you want. you know that this everybody wants cookies, and cookies are the bestest. So can't fault anybody for wanting cookies, no. I always tell you guys to make some too. Oh, little kitty. I see you. I saw you maneuvering up there. I'm telling you to just care for yourselves, everybody, to make sure you tend to yourself, you have a couple of snacks sometimes to bake something, because sometimes that can be really, really fun. And um, nothing like enjoying a wonderful cup of tea or coffee or chocolate, you know, real nice Mexican chocolate, chocolate with a wonderful, glorious cookie, perchance, with a little bit of nuts in them. Mmm, walnuts or pecan. Mmm. You guys are making me hungry, or am I'm making myself hungry? I don't know. Maybe something, maybe both. Mm, mm. It's too late for me. Mm. You weren't happy with one aspect, Siren. I think that a lot of people have we're not really expecting to see interesting new directions that they wanted to go. Of course, Dadpin. Why wouldn't I think of cookies? I can eat at this hour. It's not a problem for me. Hmm. Wouldn't eat an entire feast, but yeah. Red Fox speaks the truth. Amen to that. Oh, with the story. We shall see about the story when the story hits. Oh, it's so lovely. We have seen a little bit of prologue already. Mm. Oh, so lovely and magnificent here. Could meander about for ages and ages and see all the lovely. And can you see? I know I keep telling you guys, but when you light your furnishings well, you tease out the characteristics so much more, and they stand out, and they add another dimension to your build. And that is what is just a cherry on top. So, reminder to all of you, make sure you light your builds well. Hmm. Well, I mean, it's fair to say you're not entirely happy. I think there are lots of people who are not super happy, and to Dadpin's point, though, that it is true. They didn't actually say that there was something coming anyway, so it's something. They were actually not saying or said actually we're not going to do more, and then they did. And there are other wonderful things that they have decided to do, particularly the storage piece. I'm sure that some of you have been looking for ages and ages and ages. And I do know that a couple of people were asking for a furnishing bag. Since we have the craft bag, there shouldn't be such a huge issue to design a craft bag, really. And I think that is definitely with the vault, that is definitely a step in the right direction. And I do know that I think every single housing Discord was on fire because of that. They were all like, look at this. It was the one thing um, that just leaked, right? When everybody was, well, not really leaked, but when everybody was trying to contain everything to PTS discussions. Um, but that was the one thing you just couldn't contain because everybody was so excited about it. Rightfully so, because it's a huge need. Because I know that there's so many people who are like, yeah, I kind of have like 6 or 8 IKEAs and I have no idea where to put all the furnishings anymore. So I think that being happy about the things that they do listen to and weather control everybody. I mean, of course, um, we have asked this. I think I've asked this, made a plea about this for months and months and months on almost every single stream I did, because um, a lot of people were really hoping for something like that, because weather control is just it's such an amazing feature, something that could really help, particularly with designers who create for specific light, for specific times of day too. So, and it's just they listened. They listened even though we thought they didn't, and now they're listening to help us with the storage issue with all the furnishings. Oh, you were? uh, mm. Yeah, I think a lot of people are super, super happy about those two things. And those are maybe we think of them as tiny things, but they're really not. And it also shows that they do listen. And, sometimes the community can be very perturbed and dismal about the developers really not paying attention to a niche of a niche of a niche in a game. But apparently they do listen. Otherwise, we would not have weather control soon and a vault. So I think there is a little bit of something going on, and I think that um, Nova had a little sheet. She took notes during the Q&A recently as well, and I thought that was also quite nice to see. So it's quite something. I mean, again, there's much to criticize, and I think there is reason and legitimacy to that. But I think we can also be thankful for the things that they do listen to and decide to give. How do you mean? Do you mean me having any pets? And where? In game or in real life? Yes, Dadpin, they do. In real life pets, not anymore. But there are a couple of neighbors' cats who are very friendly with me. And I do get to meet puppies from time to time when I go on hikes or such. This is so lovely, everyone. We are in Bree, trying to find the prancing pony. Oh, thank you so much for following, Zyron the Gamer. This is very sweet. Thank you so much. Does help a lot. Ah. Yeah, the neighbor's cats are. There's one that is very friendly. She does come around often, then hangs out with me and gets scared of the fox when the fox comes by and says hello. Hisses at the fox very loudly and then hides behind me, of course. I don't know why, because I'm not very tall, but or big, so I have no idea why she thinks that she's safe behind me. But uh, little sweetheart purrs very sweetly. It's very floofy too. Likes it when she gets scritches under her chinny chin chin and behind the earsies, you know? Oh, Dadpin, we are in Bree, all of you. What are you giggling about? The little kitty that likes scritches behind the earsies? I am tickling too. I have booped that snoot too, but she gave me a very weird look. Like something a mixture of what were you doing right now? But then she was okay because I kind of went ahead and gave her scritches behind the earsies. And under the chinny chin chin, she closed her eyes then and was purring, you know, very sweetly. They do love that. They all do for some reason. You can't have cats here. Oh, main roads. Oh, I see. Reckless drivers. Oh, all dogs gone. Very sad. When I meet the puppies again on a hike, shall I boop their snoots for you too? I do meet puppies regularly on every single hike because there's lots of dogs owners around here and they go on walks with them and you kind of say hi and the dogs are very happy and friendly. So, yeah, right. Hmm. I mean, I lived on a farm in the south, a while ago, and the dogs there were also very outdoorsy and they kind of ran after cars. They would bark at them and run after them because apparently those cars got too close to um, the farm, and that's not okay. So yeah, but can be really dangerous with very speedy drivers and all that. No chance to get the maybe community to put up, speed bumps and signs so that the drivers wouldn't be too fast. Wow, 18 years. Wow, that's ancient for dogs. Also for cats, that's really ancient. Ah, I see. A fence, but a gate, and a gate would not really stop the dogs on that farm that I lived at. They would just hop over them. It's like, oh, you put a little hurdle down for me. That's very nice of you. How convenient. Now I can get to hop over it. I'm serious. It felt sometimes like they were little goats too, because goats also jump things like fences. They really don't care about those. Hmm. Oh dear. Oh, I see. I see. Yes. Oh, please, Dadpin, do that. Why not? Or also it's much better not to drive too fast. It's like I always giggle about people when they are in the streets and there's multiple cars waiting at the lights and they do the show offy thing. In like those from I don't know what kind of movies those would be, but they really let the engines roar, and I'm like, that's a whole lot of money you're burning there. Keep at it. Maybe you can really ask for something like that because a lot of communities would like to um, put in efforts like that to also make it so that communities become a little bit less smoggy and filled with dangerous paths too. Oh, I see. I see. Best of both worlds. Hmm. I really appreciate this place so much, Dadpin. As I really, you know, the whole sneakiness of the place, the whole broodiness. I mean, currently we have apparently took the weather back into very stars shining bright above us. Hmm. Mm. But the broodiness and moodiness of this place and the loveliness that you've created here. Oopsie. Oh, hello, kitty. Oh, I shall follow you. Yes, I know. If you would just sit down for a moment, little kitty. Oh, look at her. Oh, hoppity doo. You're very speedy. I've been waiting for you, you know. Lovely little kitty. I know. Oh, did you hear her? No, clean yourself. I know. Ooh, would you like some scritches too? She purrs so sweetly too. I mean, cats, right? They do have a lovely, glorious song they sing. And now, Kitty, where are we going? Oh, okay, okay. I really love that. This that you let her lead us a little bit. It is very graceful, so beautiful too. Look at her. Such a little darling. And here, look, everyone, look. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, look at her cleaning herself again. Oh, there she gave me side eye. Did you see that? He's like, giving you side eye now. And here we can have a look-see in. Do you guys remember in the film there was this hooded figure downstairs in the prancing pony even, smoking away on their pipe, and then sitting here telling you precisely, Strider it was, about Ringwraith, their story, by the window, while they slowly made their way through. And they actually didn't bother to tell the guard at the gate what their business was. They just ran him over, poor fella. It's really moody and so glorious here, everyone. And you've so transformed this place, and at the same time, you've utilized the already existing Breton wonderfulness to give you a little bit of a frame and to marry them both into something magnificent. Oh, hello. How do you do? I'm so sorry, I don't have apples for you. Do you have apples for them, Dadpin? I hope you do. They do have hay, which is fantastic. And water. Ooh, little shield here. Always hay and water. Very good. It's so necessary for them. And this is also so nice that this house has a stables, right? So you can already use this too. And this is again a very good lesson for everybody else, because when a house has something and you imagine a specific build, or you're looking for something to design, you always wanted to design, use what the house gives you. Not a crime at all. Before you run off. Boop! You know, the horses around here, so love that particular little blacksmith station. I swear, I can English. Um, um, Around here, the horses do like carrots or apples. Oh, hello there, Dred. How are you doing? I hope you're good. I'm in Bree currently, very close to the prancing pony. Hmm. Oh, you're so cute. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Sometimes a house really helps, and sometimes it really doesn't. But here, most certainly does. We are in Bree. Tried to. Uh, Earlier, I did talk the weather into submission, but now it doesn't want to rain. There's stars shining bright above you. Ah, the little kitty already showed us the way into, or, well, towards the wonderful. The black cat? Can you serenade a black cat? You know, usually I talk everybody on stream to sleep, Dadpin, where most of the time people slowly close their eyes, breathe in deeply, and then gently drift off and fall asleep. You know, it sometimes works. Mm, I really appreciate the lighting here, even when it's not raining. But of course, the rain and lightning and dismal rain really helps to bring out the broodiness and moodiness of this particular part in the story, where the Hobbitses have found the prancing pony, everyone. I really love that you married the furnishings here so well. And again, I appreciate seeing a little bit of awesomer peek through sometimes. Well, you can't fall asleep. Are you sure? And you're most welcome. And of course, do the dishes. It's important to do them. Mmm. Very good, very good. Make that a treat for yourself too. Don't forget that, please. Please always care for yourselves as well. Ah, when we're done. All right, all right. That is a fair deal. I I think that's fine. Okay, but how about a treat tomorrow morning when you have risen? Hmm. Oh, hello. Look. Oh, who do we have here? Oh, Serene, swaying just slightly. Oh dear. Oh dear. Deal, Dadpin. Tomorrow morning for you it is. Yes. Slightly, slightly drunk. Oh, hello. And a wonderful friend they have here too. It comes in pints. You already had half a pint. Uh-huh. And then wasn't he also the one who's asked whether he knows a Baggins? Frodo Baggins, he knows. I do love that. Oh. Oh, good night, sleep tight, little Serene. I really appreciate also the figurine here. And I'm sure some of you have noted there's a book here. Jesus of Tamriel, everyone. Just in case you were wondering, it is a very important, stable household book. Everyone should have one. Yes, cheese. It was so funny in Anna and Elid's wonderful abode where um, Bastian was staring down the cheese, and it clearly looked like he was deciding upon ways in which she could um, dispose of that nasty cheese. Oh, look, there's cookies. Everybody, there's cookies. Oh, and pints. Everybody. Jesus of Tamriel, cookies, pints, everything tended to in the lovely, wonderful, prancing pony. Someone to toast with as well. Wonderful lighting, beautiful pieces on the mantle. More wood, very important to have, particularly on a drizzly, rainy day. It's a little Sai Sahan here. Hmm. Shamina, I don't know who that is. Who would be Jesus? Jesus of Tamriel? I wouldn't know who that is. Jesus. Jesus. Mm, you know, Camembert, or maybe a little wonderful pecorino, or Parmigiano Reggiano. Cheese. But cheeses, Jesus, Jesus, well, it's interesting. It's so funny. Oh, you think so, Dadpin? I mean, it would. I could totally understand that because Gandalf does like certain, has a taste for certain things, right? He's on NA. Uh-huh. You know, I do have a little form there, so if you'd like me to visit, um, you have Jesus. Okay, that's funny. Ah. So I do not discriminate against PCEU or PCNA. Both are welcome. And of course, there's a little form on House Folio in my little Reese bulletin. You all can enter your houses if you wish. There's a little form. You can just pop it in. Just a note, it will take me a moment to get there because I am currently at the number 28 on my nifty little list, on my old list. And the old list goes to 66 entrants, and I do have on the new list 10 more. So is going to take me a while to get through all the lovely, wonderful, beautiful homes. Do not worry, I will get through to them. 666. I wouldn't mind that either. I truly wouldn't. Sounds like a fun number. If you don't mind me taking my time and I'm going slow and easy. Ooh, someone's here. Did you see them? Did you see that? Oh. Very speedy. Very speedy. Yes, who is that? Is oh, Joseph. We were just talking about Jesus. Apparently, oh, apparently a couple of people were here. Are still here. Ah, fantastic. Does he have a coat on? I've not looked, but they had a hat on. They had a hat on and had a staff and were hoppity doing away. Maybe this was Joseph Joseph on the lookout for Jesus? I don't know. Mm-hmm. Oh, how lovely. And you know, there's a brooding, ominous mistiness here. Oh, another little figurine. And all the ale, everyone. Yes, yes, pipe smoke, because we know that a certain strider here was sitting and waiting, put really low, drawn into their face. Gleaming eyes when he took a little whiff of that pipe. Hmm. Wonderful figurine there. And then had a sip from time to time. And saw in horror as a little hobbit disappeared entirely. The hobbits is upstairs. Wonderful painting here, everyone. Glorious paintings, both of them. Beautiful lighting. Lovely how you potted plants here. Wonderful. Little comfy little seat in front of the door. And here we are, everyone. Can you see the flowers up there too? There were, of course, 4 beds. Little figurine there too. Glorious, glorious lighting. Another little figurine there. 4 beds, and then, of course, for 4 little people. Yes, yes. Hobbit-sized beds. The prancing pony has those, everyone. And Strider sat here, narrating, telling them the story of how the race became what they are, or they must call, to the one who rules them all. Hmm. Yes, they probably did. Hmm. So I think that I mean the reason being because Bree had functioned like something of a crossroads where the two worlds finally meet and intermingle and learn to live side by side. And it used to be quite harmonious too. And so they did tend to, ooh, or as much as they could. And outside, everyone, it's brooding. Darkness is creeping around, and someone there, beyond, peering into the window, looking for something, something that, for a brief moment, called to them, perchance. Hmm. And the little kitty here, look at her. Hello. I really love that. I really love what you've done here. This is so, so wonderful, Dadpin. Everything about it is wonderful. You can see the story throughout the design. You're most welcome. You can follow along, and if the weather is truly, truly dismal and raining, pouring even, with some thunder and lightning, it creates that moodiness that Bree had when the Hobbitses arrived. And no Gandalf inside. No Gandalf inside. And mayhaps you've put too many cookies downstairs. Maybe he did indeed run off with them. And ate them all. Somewhere. Hmm. All of you, you all must come here. Bring all your friends. Show them around. Find your favorite spot. Favorite and recommend. And of course, if you have questions, any kind of questions regarding this design, of course, you can send them to. I'm sure Dadpin will answer them all. Of course, Dadpin. I'm actually thinking that this might also be for tonight, the last one, everyone. I know it's only 3 houses that I've shown you, but we are nearing 5 hours already. Oh, and more cookies for everybody. Look at that, Dadpin. You're such a sweetheart. And you're making me blush. I always do. Yes. Well, you guys always make me hungry, but that's all right. You mustn't feel weird about that. I'm always hungry after streams, no matter what. Um, and we must probably raid the fridge now. Mhm. I might also feed my head as Jeff as an airplane reminds everyone, the dormouse. You know the song, I'm sure. Maybe like Gandalf. Um, but I'm not sure. Maybe I'm gonna try some of that lembas. We must, but there's a song by Jeff as an airplane. I'm sure you know. It's called White Rabbit, and the dormouse in Alice in Wonderland does remind you you must feed your head. So don't just sustain your body, but also give your head a little bit of food for thought. Most certainly not. Oh, this makes me think of fish now. Um, Dadpin. Everyone, as mentioned, do come here, bring all your friends, and do not forget to recommend and favorite and stroll along and find where the hobbits went. Yeah, it's important, Dadpin. It's really, really important. Also, I shall be back with another slow walk in May. So all of you just know I will be back with another slow walk. Um, I am not sure. Wait a minute. Let me see. Hmm. I do have a couple of NAs on my list, so I might do a North America edition for the next slow walk. That would be May, as I said. So about 4 weeks until then. But I am going to return with a couple of streams soon, TM. And I can already advertise for all of you next week, Friday, I will bring you a designer spotlight with Gedolia talking all about animation builds. Everything animations. I will do a little bit more advertisement later on, so you all get some information about that. But the next designer spotlight I'm doing is with Gadolia, who is very much known for designing wonderful animation builds. And those will be on for next week, Friday. And until then, I hope all of you. Yes, EHT animations, Dadpin, precisely. You must tune in because Godolia is a master in them. Is also, I should note this because there are many different styles in designing and building houses, and of course, an animation build can't be visited without the designer present because the animations do not work without the designer present. So that is why makes a whole lot of sense to have Gadolia there with me. So you'll all get to see some animations on Friday. So I think some things do work without the owner being there, but not a whole lot. So yeah, and we'll talk about all of that on Friday. Um, I shall also let you know about the time also in my bulletin. I will let you know about um, when we are going to be here for all of you, talking animations and designs and where it all began. And if you are interested in learning more about that, you can tune in. Listen to Gedolia tells everything about where he started, what he's done first, where he's fiddled about with code, all those things. You can ask all your questions in chat as well. So be sure to uh, be at the ready. Friday, I shall be back. So now, everybody, I hope you all will either go to sleep easy, gently, or if your day just started, perchance, maybe you've made another cup of coffee and you must run and do certain things, then go ahead and have a magnificent day. Hopefully, it's sunny there. Um, and for those of you who are already in Monday in the future, tell us, how is the future? Is it bright and glorious? Hmm. Oh, it's been my pleasure, Dadpin. It's also been my pleasure, everybody else, showing those wonderful designs by Kelva and Anon Aelid and Dadpin tonight. Also, a little note, I will create highlights and they will stay on my Twitch for a while until I have no more room, until my limit is reached. Then they will reappear on my YouTube with your permission, of course. And it will still take me a while because I kind of have a little bit of a little backlog to get to. All right, everyone. Have a lovely time. See you all Friday. Have a lovely, wonderful week.